Hello, this is Richard Gash again. I'm the Sergeant at Arms for our E-Club, and I'm on Maui. This is my classification talk. I lived most of my life in California and Hawaii. I only left Hawaii because my mother got sick and had to move to a drier climate. That killed me. And at the time I was in high school and I hated school. I said, no matter what, I am never going back to school. I worked for a while at LA Airport, and after about a year I got a job that I wanted doing public relations work with Trans World Airways. But then when they were getting tickets ready for going to Kansas City, they said, I don't know how you ever got this far, but you're 1A draft status and we cannot afford to train you and have you drafted out from under us. So I decided not to waste time, and I joined the Coast Guard for 4 years. I was the first person in 5 years to get shipped from training on the West Coast back to Boston to the 1st District, and initially was on a ship out of New Bedford that did ocean patrols in the North Atlantic, off Greenland, Newfoundland. We put up balloons and we made circles waiting for search and rescue in case there was a ship in distress. We were at times called to places like the Canary Islands and Portugal when there were shipwrecks. I also spent time a year in and out of Bermuda and spent time in Jamaica and Puerto Rico and spent 6 months in Barbados. I had great experiences, but I did not like the military, and it kind of lit a fire under me. I got active in politics in Massachusetts, and I had friends who were lawyers who said, come to Washington, D.C., and I'll show you around. And I got a pep talk to go to law school in spite of the fact that I always said I wouldn't go back to school. And I was given a list of 5 law schools that would be good for me to graduate from. I was very pumped up. I did not know at all if I would be capable, and I had no family money to go to school, but I worked really hard, which I learned in the military. I worked 40 to 48 hours a week and took between 15 and 18 units a semester. And after 2 years of junior college, I was given a full scholarship to the University of Southern California, where I graduated magna cum laude, and I was admitted to all the law schools that I applied to, and I went to Duke University and graduated there. I wrote to everyone in Hawaii trying to get a job, and my family never even knew an attorney, so I got no responses, and the best I could do was move to California. After about a year, about half of my clients were born and raised in Hawaii. That just happened by coincidence. One of my first clients was from Hawaii, and once we started talking, that was it. They started recommending people. Along the way, I got a broker's license for real estate, and I had a project, a building project, luxury condominiums on Wilshire Boulevard overlooking the Beverly Hilton Hotel. I worked on that every day for 6 years, and at the end I told somebody, you know, the older I get, the more I realize you never know what happens tomorrow. And it turned out that our project was the subject of an arson that burned about 6 blocks of Wilshire Boulevard, $500 million damage. Boy, I knew. Anyway, after about a year, with all those Hawaiian clients, I started making trips over to Hawaii, and I met my wife and decided to come back. In the meantime, my daughter said, please go out for Sound of Music. I've been acting and I heard you used to act, so you could go out for Captain Von Trapp and I could be Liesel and we could be in a play together. So I tried, figuring it'll never happen. And I got the part. And I worked with 2 troupes of kids, so it wouldn't be so much strain on them. And I loved what I was doing, and I thought, what am I doing? I don't really like law, and I really don't care much about lawyers. I want to do something I enjoy. And so I went back to school and got a teaching credential at the University of Hawaii and taught intermediate school. It was very enjoyable, although I didn't like the bureaucracy. In the meantime, I told you that in the intro, I told you that I made friends in Alaska and came up to work at the Iditarod. Now I am playing music. I have a Hawaiian choir with 80 people that I'm in. I don't know. I'm very, very active. I go to the beach a lot and meet with friends. And I live here with my son, and my father lives down in Kihei, about a half-hour away. And we're very, very happy. I guess that's all.